What's up, gang? Richie here. We're gonna kind of put maybe a series of videos together here. Being that my band Neon Flannel would do covers from the 80s and 90s, I figured let's go over some 80s and 90s stuff, 5 chords or less. Okay, so we'll go over that. This video, we're gonna kick off some 80s tunes that we play in the band, or I've thought about playing in the band, where we do these songs, and they're 5 chords or less. Some of them are even around 3, potentially 2 chords, depending on where we're going with some of this. So if you have an interest, stick around. Let's take a look at this. Again, 80s songs for this particular video that are 5 chords or less. So you got 5 songs that are 5 chords or less. Let's take a look. All right, let's take a look at Melt With You, Modern English. Just a handful of chords. I think it's about 5 chords. We're going to play a C with the G in the bass. And if you can't do that, it's just a C chord will be fine. But what we're doing here is we're taking this C shape. I'm moving the ring finger up to the 6th string 3rd fret, and my pinky is replacing where that other finger was. So you kind of get that lower end, just an inversion of the C major chord. And then I'm going to take these 3 fingers, leaving the index finger where it is, and I'm shifting each one down 1 string to form it's an F type of chord. It's not a full F bar chord, but I'm playing this with the open E in there, and I'm not touching the low E. Again, listen to the song for the rhythm pattern. That's for your intro, your verse, and your chorus. The breakdown, the bridge, whatever you want to call it, E minor to a G to an A minor. The future's open wide. All right, and then if you want to call it a solo, I guess it is a solo. Right, that whole part. You're just playing that C with the G, or just a C with the C with the G in the bass to the F. And even during the when it kind of breaks down from there, it's still that. Right. But if you want to play that whole bass line, right, it's right there. But those are your chords for Melt With You, Modern English. Again, the C with the G in the bass, or just a C chord, F, E minor, G, A minor. So 5 chords right there for that one. You wouldn't think this one kind of makes it, but it does. It's actually a really cool one for the guitar. Hysteria, Def Leppard. We're kind of used to this intro, right off that D bass right there, but it's really just a D shape to the G, to an E minor, back to the G for the verse. E minor. Now, if you can do it, you can walk down to that E minor. Walk it down. And I like to add the pinky, which gives it it's still a D chord, but we're adding a suspended 4 to it. So on the technicality, I guess you can say it's another chord, but being that I'm kind of holding that shape, I'm counting it all as one, okay? We get to the pre-chorus, which is, again, a D shape, which is, so I'm going D suspended again, suspended 4, to the C add 9, but I'm leaving that high E open. I'm going to do that 3 times. One more time. And I'm going to go C add 9 to the G with the B in the bass. Get another inversion. Back to the D. Okay? Go to the chorus in there. E minor, C add 9. So the chorus. For the rhythm pattern, I'm just kind of following the rhythm of the song. Nothing in particular as far as strumming pattern, down, up, down, up. I'm just kind of vibing with the song for all of these. That's all. All right, there's your chords. I think you got 4 chords here. You got the the D, the G, the E minor, your C add 9. So we'll go 4 chords for that one, okay? All right, Hysteria, Def Leppard. This one's a little trickier. It's only 3 chords. Wicked Game, Chris Isaak. We're gonna add a bar chord to this one. It's a B minor. All right, little tricky if you haven't done it before. You can get away with it by playing almost like a cheat chord without the bar. But that bass note in there, that 2nd fret, 5th string, it's kind of key there. But if you can't do it, we go 2 on the 1st string, 3 on the 2nd string, and then 4, 4 on the next 2 strings up, okay? Leaving that 5th string open, so we won't want to really strum that one if we don't have to. You'd rather have that B in there, okay? So it's a B minor bar chord. I play an open A chord. So when I say open, I'm not barring it. So it's open on the 5th string, open 2, 2, 2, open on the 1st string. To an E major, open 2, 2, 1, open, open. And that's your whole song. You just have to listen to the song and play along to the rhythm pattern. And I'm embellishing and kind of doing some accents on the A chord to the E. And the other thing that you can add to this is during the chorus, comes out to the B minor again when the vocals stop. All I'm doing is I'm picking, arpeggiating the notes, starting on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and I come up from string 1, and then I'm just lifting that bar off to open up that 1st string. So 3 chords for that one, Chris Isaak, Wicked Game. Down Under, Men at Work. Using a capo for this one, so if you have a capo, if you put it on the 2nd fret, you'll be in the key of the song. And if you don't have a capo, you can still play these chord shapes. It'll work, okay? Because actually with our band Neon Flannel, we do it in a key a whole step down. So I start here. All right, same shapes, but I'm putting the capo on here now to be in the key of the album, okay? So get the capo on there for the 2nd fret. The shapes are, again, because we've changed the key by putting the capo on there, but the shapes, A minor, G shape, there's an F in there, and there's a C. These are all shapes, okay? That's your intro, and that is your verse. So it's the A minor shape, and you can see I've embellished these chords. You don't have to, but if you can do it, just add a little something to the song. So it's A minor shape, to a G shape, A minor shape, to a quick, kind of like a cheat F, to the G. And for this F, all I'm doing is, I'm not touching the 6th string, and I'm not touching the 1st string either, I don't think. It's more just those inner 4 strings. And it's starting on the 5th string, it'll go 3, 3, 2, 1. That repeats, again, rhythm pattern, just listen to the song, play along to it. The chorus, only thing we're changing differently in that pattern is the very first chord, which is now a C. So we go to a C shape, to a G shape, to the A minor shape, to the F, to the G. And there you go, 5 chords. The A minor shape, C shape, G shape, F, and what are we missing there? We got C, A minor, F, G. Is that it? I guess it's only 4 chords.